We're here for a sub-tank challenge. A challenge about the tanks that I own. The ones that I own are about the only ones I can speak on anyhow, right? Sure. Store-bought heads in all of them. One of them is rewickable, but not really rebuildable. You can rebuild these if you're finicky, but these are all store-bought heads. Alright? That being said, what are we talking about today? What we're talking about today is I have some banana popsicle from Fog Minion in each one of these tanks. This sub-tank. We're just not going to be able to do that, are we? Chroma key issues. Anywho, that was cool while it lasted. The Atlantis with the Vaporesso coil head in it. Cool while it lasted. I don't know why I did that. And I don't care to fix it. So deal with the green screen. The, what do we got here? The UL Rafael. Yeah, blink in and out if you want. It's all good. We don't care. And the Crixus by Horizon Tech. Alright? Every one of these has banana popsicle from Fog Minion. We'll do a review on that one of these days. And of course the handy dandy boxer special. What are we looking at today? Well, you know, like most people, when I got into the sub-ohm tank category, I went with these two fellers, right? The Atlantis and the sub-tank. Now, the new Vaporesso coil heads in here, this is the least amount of airflow out of all four of these tanks. Alright, that being said, this is the 5mm Atlantis version 1, the cheapo version. That juice is max VG, and I haven't ever had really good luck with standard Atlantis coil heads wicking consistently max VG without having to take a primer puff every now and then. The Vaporesso coil heads keep up just fine, but it is a more restricted airflow. As you can tell, it takes me a little while to take a toot. This is my driver. It's just easy, no fuss, on the go. That's what we're taking every time. Every time. Sub-tank. Pulled this out. I haven't used this sub-tank for a while. Pulled it out just for the video because, hey, it's got a store-bought head in it. Let's fill it up. More airflow than the Vaporesso head, for sure. Still, second at the bottom for airflow, though. Now, we come to the newer ones, right? The Crixus and the Rafael. What do you think? I do have these on their widest settings. It doesn't really matter on the Atlantis. I can flip it to the widest setting, but I'm not going to get any more air out of it. Just ain't happening. The head in there is so small. Alright, back to the Crixus and the Rafael. I'm going to call it the Rafael, even though it's not spelled like fail, but it's fail. We'll talk about the Rafael at the end. How about that? Rafael. You can just breathe through the Rafael. Clouds for days. Crixus, right? Rewickable, not rebuildable. As the tungsten melted into the ceramic, there's no rebuilding that. Hearty airflow. Still not quite as much as the Rafael, though. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the flavor. I have the same juice in 4 tanks. Is there a difference in flavor? Hell yeah, there's a difference in flavor. Ceramic, right? There's a ceramic wick basically around the coil in the Vaporesso heads. Undeniable. Banana popsicle. Can't drag too hard on it either. I got there you go. There's your specs. 1 ohm, 5 volts. Right? Undeniable. Banana popsicle. That's it. Nice. Full flavor. The cloud is fairly thick for how little bit of air I get through that. The sub tank. Diminished banana popsicle. It's there. It's just not as rich on the sub tank. But it's there. Cotton in a regular old coil, right? Oh, it doesn't like that box. That's what all that's for. Yeah. Come on, go back to normal. Now, the Crixus. Back to another ceramic one, right? Back to another ceramic one. Cotton on the outside of it. Loads of flavor. Loads of vapor. Crixus. Get that out of here. Back to the Raphael. Alright? Also, the Raphael, the only one with stainless steel coils in it, which have a break-in period of about 1.5 tanks to 2 tanks, depending on the juice. Once it's broke in, it's a mazer full. Get that out of here. However, this is just not a standard Raphael, and we'll get right back to that. What is the outcome of these tanks? With these 4 tanks, this would be a no-buy again. It's good for what it is. It's great for people to learn on. It comes with a rebuild deck. Awesome sub-tank. And keep that box covered up, otherwise the chroma key is going to be like, hey, can't even see my drip tip. The drip tip is black and glass. There, see? Messed up. It's just okay. It's not great. It's not mind-blowing. It's just okay. The Atlantis, there's a reason I use this as my daily driver. See, now you can see the whole thing. With the Vaporesso coil heads in there, it's doing a wonderful job. Max VG. I can taste the banana popsicle that it's supposed to be. It's not muted at all. Wonderful. Very minimal, like 6 puff, and it's broke in. So, this is my daily driver. I'm going to put that out there. It may not be the best thing out there in the world, but this is my daily driver just because it's tried and true. It works all the time. And yeah, tried and true. Atlantis, Vaporesso head in there. Go try one out. The airflow is a bit restricted with the Vaporesso head in it. This is the least amount of airflow, again, out of all 4 of these. Put that out there again. You can still lung hit it, no problem. Now, who comes on top here? These are the top 2, really, out of these tanks for the way I like to vape. Yes, the Atlantis is my daily driver, but I'm driving. That's why it's the driver. It's no fuss, no hassle, no humongous cloud, but it's satisfying. Alright? That being said, Crixus or Raphael. Crixus or Raphael for the top 2 spots. Well, the Raphael goes to the number 2 spot. Because the break-in is 2 tanks, man. Yes, it's stainless steel. Yeah, maybe I'll go on and see what they have in the realm of Kanthal. But, yeah. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. You must see a cat outside. That's nice. Cats are awesome. The Crixus is my number 1 pick. It is also no fuss, no hassle. And by the way, these 2 eat juice like you wouldn't believe. They blow through the juice like no tomorrow. But that Crixus though, clean, crisp flavor, awesome clouds, Crixus all the way. That's what I got in the realm of the Shootout challenge for these 4 tanks that I own that take pre-built, bought, however you want to put it, coil heads. Alright? They each have their place. Like I said, the sub tank is great for the newer Vapor, comes with the rebuild head. Get in there, do that. Where the Raphael, you can buy a rebuild deck for that. I believe there's a cheap version of a rebuild deck for the Atlantis, but it's not for vertical builds, it's for horizontal builds. And yeah, same with the rebuild deck for the sub tank though. That's for, you can put a chimney coil in there, it can be done, and it's quite good actually that way, but not a lot of people seem to do it that way. And this is the only, no, this one's vertical too. Oh, I'll squirrel out on myself. But the flavor is just not popping as good as it is on the other 3 tanks. Yeah, the cloud's nice. But I know most people like their flavor to go along with it. So that's how we're putting that. Let's do a little Raphael. Let's do a little Raphael. Alright? I can't really review the Raphael, so we're going to put it right here at the end of this video. If you saw the Vape Mail video, whatnot, you saw the stuff that comes with it already. We won't bore you with all that. But, this rubber piece I have on top here is basically from one of the coil heads, and I just cut the end off so I could put the rubber piece on there, because I think Dave kept the rubber piece. This is very nice. It's a very close second place to the Crixus. The only issue I have with it is, well, I can't really review it because I took the spit back twirly thing out of the center of that, and with that in there, this would be the bottom of the list. It had absolutely no flavor, couldn't tell what the hell I was vaping in it, and I can't believe that 90% of the reviewers out there all praised this tank and didn't take out the spit back protection. What is wrong with you guys? There was no flavor at all on this tank with that spit back. It took it down to nothing. I tried 2 juices in it before I took that out. Thank you, Dave, again. took it out, it's a whole new world. Flavor's great on it. Airflow's massive on it. It's just the way it is. So, as it comes, this would be no, I would not buy it again. In fact, I didn't buy it the first time. Thank you, Dave. Dave and all three boys over there, Mark, Mikra, y'all know. Came with Dave's name right on it, so Dave gets mentioned more than everybody else. So there. Loving the tank. Still, though, not as good as the Crixus. It's just how it is. Awesome. Awesome airflow. I'm surprised that when I twist the airflow, because it is the clicky type, that it doesn't actually turn the tank off. I don't have it screwed on that type. See? You can just pop the tank off. But it's nice. It clicks into place. It looks pretty darn good. And yeah, my chroma key is going to mess with it a little bit, but it looks pretty damn good. Put it in front of me, maybe it'll work itself out. I don't have any quarrels with it. You can top fill it. You can bottom fill it if you want. It does tend, it has no juice flow control. So you can't shut that off. So if you top fill it, squirt a bunch of juice in there, there's a good chance there's going to be juice sitting down here in the bottom, and when you go to vape or something and you go like that, some juice is going to drip out of the bottom. That's a negative in my book, but I'm used to it. I know it's going to happen, so deal with it. It does come with a rebuild deck. Well, Dave sent that along too. Just know when I say Dave, it's all three of you fellers. But I got one build in there that works. However, I have too much cotton in it, and it will not wick this banana popsicle. Just won't do it. It'll do it for a couple puffs. So I gotta let it sit, watch the bubbles rise. I put too much wick in it. That was my bad. But the rebuild I did on it is 22 gauge. I tried 26 gauge. Tasted like cotton all the time. Cotton, cotton, cotton. Oh, let it sit. Cotton, cotton. 22 gauge worked perfectly. Don't know why, but it did. And it's pretty good vape. But I got to run 70-30, 80-20. Can't run this really thick stuff. Just won't wick. But that's my bad. Not this thing's bad. Just looks cool because it's got that green hue going on. Would I purchase that? I would purchase that. I would purchase the Raphael. I would repurchase the Crixus. Yes, I do run the Crixus in temp mode. Yeah, change all that. You can't even see it. Too much chroma going on, bro. That's 0.37 is what it's reading at. I have it set. This only does NI 200. This is the original Snow Wolf. 305 degrees, 67 watts, because 67 watts. And just rocking it, rocking it. What is the Raphael at? The Raphael is at 0.2. I got it at 4 volts and 67 watts. Once again, not a TC mod. This is a Sigelli 150, just a normal one. Well, it's Wake and Vape edition, but you can't see that. There you go, Wake and Vape. Haha, I turned the chroma off again. But that's what it is. Focus and it messes it all up. It is what it is. There's a 0.5 in the sub tank and the 1.0 in here. And of course, this is the parallel box. So yeah, it's running 4.2 volts. There's fresh pair of batteries in there right now. Ooh, it's like green snow behind me now. Here, how about that? Ooh, just a little bit of rambling. Would definitely buy the Atlantis again. I have. I gave one to my buddy when he bought my SIG 100. I bought a new one. It's just the way it is. It's how we roll. Would I buy the sub tank again? Not for myself. I would not buy the sub tank again for myself. Maybe for someone else, someone starting out. Not necessarily starting out, but between the start out stage and the very next stage. Bark, bark. These two? Yes. These two are buys. These two are buys. Re-wicking the Crixus is super easy. Wrap a little bit of cotton around it, stick it back in there, good to go. Awesome. That'll fix it, right? Ooh, creepy eyes, look at that. The Raphael, though. That is my number one with this, is definitely take that spit back thing out. And it's almost tempting to go get another one to show you guys how easy it is to take that out. That's what I got for you. Tanks, tanks, more tanks, more tanks, more tanks. We didn't go the dripper route this time. Drippers are all really subjective. Really subjective. And some of them, the way the airflow is, just, yeah. So much out there. There's so much out there. There's so many tanks out there. These are just 4 that I have. So, y'all have fun now. Because I know I will.